Hello, friends and neighbors. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 here. This is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I've been home for a little bit, as far as days goes. Yeah. Out here. Yeah, maybe you can see it. I got a fire right there. Darn it. It's chilly. Smoking a new pipe. It was a early Christmas gift from the boss, of whom went to New York with. He had it in the truck because we drove. Yeah. If you don't know just by that little bit, this is a Dracula. And it's that magical shape that I've been staring at and saying, well, that might be an 8, or it's a 264 is what this is. Canadian. Gradually been trying to break it in. Finally got me some Big and Burley. Hold up, I'm gonna pick this table, sit down for a minute. Finally got me some Big and Burley. This ain't it though. This is McBaron. Hang on a sec. Go. Stand by. There you go. McBaron. Sorry, I'm trying to get my lighter in my pocket. McBaron Red Rubbed. Fort Virginia, maybe. I don't remember. I got some for Christmas. Before the McBaron stuff completely and utterly died out. 6 ounces, 8 ounces, something like that. Then I got a pound of something else, and then 6 ounces of something else, and I don't remember because I didn't write it all down, and because I didn't buy it. My mother did for Christmas, so here we are. But it's a ready rub, whatever it is. It's good. I like it. Wish I'd have tried it years ago. That way I possibly could have had more of it. What I don't have with me is either a pipe tool or a pipe cleaner. I don't have either one of them, and I'm slightly clogged. There we go. So how have y'all been doing? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I hope you did. Mine was nice. Had all the family, my mother, her mother, our niece. She brought a boyfriend. It was okay. And of course, Russell. My trip was educational to a certain degree. I didn't realize I'd never been that far north. So we stayed in New Jersey. Went into New York City one time for about 2 hours. It was absolutely fully overwhelming, sensory overload. And we finally sat down, calmed down, both, whenever we made it over to Central Park. One of the guys was with me. He's like, "Yeah, we've got to go touch grass, because the amount of concrete and block and the city, it's just, I hear too much." And that was the consensus. That's just not me talking. One of the places we did go look at, though, was St. Patrick's Cathedral. Because I've never seen such a thing. We don't have anything like that here. But it was absolutely fantastic. Very beautiful. Humbling, truthfully. And I'm not Catholic. But, it didn't matter. You recognize the importance of it. So, the accent, my accent, there are many like it, but this one is mine. So when we got into New Jersey and we got to our hotel, there was a restaurant there. Nice restaurant. Attached to was bar restaurant, because the bar, it wasn't a big place, but it's very much a bar and like a little restaurant. Like if you would call it family seating, there was a little bit off to the side. At least that's what I'd say. That's what I'd call it. But nice place. But the young lady that came to take our order, a couple of lads ordered drinks, and I had said, what I'd like to have to drink, and she said, and you wanted, water, or whatever else. It was something in water. And I said, yes, ma'am. There. But, like I would anywhere. And she steps back and pauses and grins and says, yes, ma'am. Where are you all from? Apparently manners is not a main thing up north. At least not like that. So, and once we had to go, or didn't have to go, but they had a, the night before we were going and spending time at the factory, or the manufacturer, that company got all of the people's, which there was a few different, hang on a sec. There we go. There was a few different companies, or a few different locations represented. And we all got to meet and have supper and talk and had a drink. I had a drink, shame on me. But I'm not exactly a large people person, so I had a drink. There was one person there from the manufacturer of the salesman. Just was fascinated. Everybody was fascinated by me. Even to the next day was fascinated by me. I don't know why. I guess nobody, they never hear my accent, or have never heard my accent, or never met somebody attached to said accent. So, there we are. Interesting place. Would I ever go back? Probably not. No, I didn't get to see as many sites as originally had planned, but I think I'm okay. Yeah. I don't think I need to go back. Unless I have to go back, which I hope not. The meeting went well. I was the only one proverbially representing an individual who puts this stuff together. So there was a spot where I had to do some talking. And by the time I got down to the bottom of my list, I was starting to commence to shaking, because it wasn't just me talking one-on-one with somebody. It was me talking to a group of peoples that, yeah. my minor grievances, we'll say. Yeah. And it seemed to be well received. They're in the process of changing a few things that I know of. Of course, some of it's easier to change than some of the other stuff, but here we are. Interesting to say the least. So, for those who were curious, I made a home safe. Had a respectably decent time for what it was. Maybe if I ever have to go back, I'll be a hair more prepared. And maybe it'll be a hair more warmer. Because this time of the year, I am in a transition mode of temperature. So what I would typically be, sitting, shivering, and oh, it's cold. By the time, a month or two, or, by the mid-January, I'm normally well accustomed and is perfectly fine to be out and work in it and, not bat an eye. Jumping up there where it was about 10 degrees cooler when we were there, it hit kind of hard. The cold, the wind and everything was a little more than what we had anticipated. So I was watching Beans earlier, Beans 316, and he was telling me how some of them, or not telling me personally, but he's saying in the video how some people are getting basically tossed out of YouTube. I don't think I make enough videos for that to matter, nor have that big following. I don't know, just in case I ever do, I do have a presence on Instagram. Not typically videos or anything like that, but there are some posts. So, if something ever happens that you don't see much of me anymore, because I try and make one at least a week, every couple of weeks, something like that. Check there. Oh yeah, and don't forget to go check out Matthew at Picking and Piping. I still need to let him know. He heads the Secret Santa. It's always a good time. So, you folks take care of yourselves. And remember, kindness costs us nothing.